Hi everyone, Pastor Victor Nazario here. I've been teaching my partners on 10 reasons why leaders fail. It's been practical and eye-opening for all of them. Reason number 6 especially will challenge your comfort level because many in today's world have been taught that all you need is several years of college study and you're set for life. Really, that is not true. It's just the beginning. So reason number 6 is that many refuse to continue to educate themselves after college and throughout their lives. You must continually educate yourself if you're going to be effective in today's world. Most of what we've learned in school years long ago is irrelevant today. After 18 months, your formal education is irrelevant in today's marketplace most of the time. The good thing is that there are many opportunities available for continuing your education. With the advent, especially of the internet, you can now tap into almost unlimited supplies of information and continuing education at any given time. Most people know that doctors must update their knowledge continuously. Lawyers also. They continue to go to seminars and conferences to stay on the cutting edge of the advances in law. Fortune 500 companies also, they continuously bring in top-notch instructors to instruct and motivate their employees. See, they realize that their success always depends upon the expertise, the readiness, and updated skills of their employees. We must do no less in our own personal development. Most people spend their lives making excuses as to why they can never, quote unquote, get a break or catch a break. They always are blaming others for pointing to situations that have prevented them to grow on a personal level. Always blaming others. They're always pointing at others. They blame their past, their parents, their friends, their supervisors, and their culture instead of looking in the mirror. All of this is mostly a smokescreen to actually hide the real truth. And the real truth is they simply refuse to take responsibility for their own growth. A gentleman by the name of Galozzi once said, "We have the innate desire to endlessly grow, to learn, to develop. We want to become more than we already are. Once we yield to this inclination for continuous and never-ending improvement, we'll lead a life of endless accomplishments and satisfaction." Thank you, Mr. Galozzi. Now, here's the truth of the matter, and this is why we won't change until, number one, we see ourselves in a better, brighter future equipped with new talents, abilities, and skill sets. You've got to see that. You've got to see that in your mind's eye and really develop, a desire to accomplish it. Sometimes you even need to hit rock bottom, and then you'll start looking upward toward that brighter, better future. Number two, we must decide the future is more desirable than the present. And what future? Is that picture that you're seeing of a more beneficial you, a greater you, a more prepared you. Also, we must embrace change as an ally, not an enemy. Most people look at change fearfully and they get upset at it and they hate that it takes them out of their comfort level. But no, we must embrace change as an ally. The next thing is we activate the season of change by researching and learning how to function like that future, like that more beneficial picture. We study and prepare when we're motivated, really motivated to be that future picture. That's when we'll begin to change. We must make a clear, determined decision that we're not going to allow excuses, situations, or current circumstances to mar our legacy. Bottom line, you're ultimately responsible for your future. Years ago, I said to a group, what do you do when you realize that you have a gift or talent? Well, you maximize that gift by studying and learning all about it. Become a master at it. Master something. Don't just be someone that tinkers with 50 things. Be a master of one. In his ebook, The 77 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, a gentleman by the name of Seibold, he shared his thoughts on education. He said this: champions are committed to never-ending personal growth. The average performers believe that learning and growing begins and ends in school. But the world-class ranks, they realize graduation is the beginning of the road, not the end. Professional performers attempt so many things over the course of their lifetimes that the mental growth rate is staggering compared to the masses. While amateurs avoid risk at any cost, the great ones are always looking for opportunities. They're willing to fail their way to success. The belief of the champion, according to the author Larry Wilson, is, I cannot fail. I can only learn and grow. This belief makes pros very dangerous performers. While the average people attempt to win while simultaneously trying to avoid pain, champions, on the other hand, give it the full court press with little or no concern about failing. The great apostle Paul once shared this with Timothy, and by extension to all of us. He said this, study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You see, one must prepare thoroughly to be effective in any area of ministry or business. Otherwise, one will be ashamed when put on the spot. All champions and highly effective people know this, and they also practice this. See, determine today within yourself to break out of any rut and mental paralysis by taking daily steps to educate yourself in the area of your talents and abilities. The world needs you to operate at that optimized level. If you're interested in hearing more about this, learning more on the 10 reasons why leaders fail, come visit my website. It's victornazario.com, www.victornazario.com. I have an ongoing relationship with my partners. We meet every week via live video webinars. We converse. I send premium content all the time onto the website. So all of the studies that we are sharing right now are archived so they can listen to them at any given time. If you're interested in that, feel free to go to my website. Once again, it's www.victornazario.com and go to the link where it says partner. Remember, you're blessed and you're highly favored.